Good afternoon, my dear students. So today I am going to talk about the community health nursing. It is a maternal and child health care. So it's a unit number 5. So already the Pratibha madam was discussed about what is family and types of family and functions of family as a healthcare unit services. So under that continuation of that, I will be continuing about maternal and child health care. So what is maternal and child health care? In the sense, there is a care of both mother and child. So that is the topic today we are going to discuss on that. So first one is MCH, that is an introduction. So MCH, maternal and child health care. So maternal and child health care, what's the meaning and definition for it? In the sense, it's mainly it is care of mother and children. Care of mother and children as a form of promotive, preventive, curative and rehabilitative health care for both mother and children. So it is a promotive in the sense by giving a nutritional supports and by giving health education to give about the therapeutic measures, so that will be giving awareness about the promotion. Then is the preventive precautions, how the particular disease can be prevented. For everything there is a precautionals. And the curative, once the diseases comes out to cure that. And finally the rehabilitative, once a person will be suffered from the prolonging illness, how could can be treated this. It's a rehabilitative health care for both mother and children. So next we will be moving about mother and child as a one unit. So these are interdependent. So mother and child are interdependent each other. So how it will be this one unit? The first one is, it's a during antenatal period, the fetus is a part of mother. So mother will be considering more about the fetus of the baby, how the baby is growing and what the special care has to be taken care, how to take care of myself to build up the baby. And second, the child health is closely related to the maternal health. So how the mother is being healthy, based on that only the child will be healthy. Or is the mother is malnourished and the baby also will be the low birth weight. If the mother is healthy, the baby also will be healthy. So that's what the both mother and child will be interdependent. And third is, after birth the child is dependent upon the mother. So after the delivery the child is fully depending on to the mother for breast milk, for care and love and affection for some certain time period. So in certain diseases of mothers which affect the child, such as it is any virus infections or many virus infections, torch infections or many are there, that's all majorly transmitted via the bloodstream as well as the breast milk for passing the baby, which will be affect the children's. So at certain drugs intake adversely affect the fetus. So the mothers now during pregnancy period or from the normal acute period, the person prone to take many medicines like hypertensive medicines, diabetes medicines, seizure medicines or some any kind of health illness medicines. That medicines may be transmitted via to the baby, the placental barrier, which will affect about the babies also. And finally, mother is the first teacher of the child. So the mother is the first teacher. So the baby is learning each and everything from the first will be 95% from mother only. From the birth, the mother will be having a more sense of feeling towards mother. So that mother will be a good bonding related rather than the other relationship. So it is called as mother and child is a one unit. So next I will be moving about components of MCH care. MCH, what are the components? What's a component? Components means what are the aspect of care which we are going to deliver under the maternal and child health care. So what are the components? In the sense, mainly the components are 6 aspects. The first one is maternal health. Maternal health in the sense mother health is important. And second one is the child health. And third one is the school health. School health in the sense when the children are going for school going children's aspect will be able to provide a care. And next one is a care of adolescence. Care of adolescence in the period of 13 to 19 years, the teenage age group people also we need to give a tendencial care. and is a handicapped children. Handicapped is a physically handicapped and mentally handicapped. Many peoples were there. We have to give the special precaution to them also. Finally, care of children in special setting. Special setting in the sense daycare centers, crèche centers. That is a very primarily peoples, the working women or the special kids peoples are kept into the various different half homes at half day center, daycare center, foster home. The various homes are there. There will be placing the baby for the care approaches. These are all the components of MCH. And next we'll be moving about the objectives of MCH or MCH program activities. What are our goals and objectives to be the maternal and child health care programs? So the first objectives will be reduce the maternal, infant, childhood mortality and morbidity both. So it's a reduce in the sense decreases. Decrease the maternal death, decrease the infant death, decrease the under 5 children's death, not only death, disease, mortality and morbidity. Mortality in the sense death rate, morbidity in the sense disease death. So our aim to be follow the maternal and child health program is to reduce the MMR, IMR, under 5 children's rate mortality and morbidity rate. Second objective is to promote reproductive health. So what is a reproductive health in the sense? The women's whose falls the age group between 12 to 45 years is known as a reproductive health. The person who is ability to produce the children from the particular period. After the puberty, the person is ready to bear the delivery. So that's what we'll be saying this. So the puberty age group will be 12. That's what is the meanings to say about 12 years to 45 years of age group is a reproductive age group. And the third objectives will be to promote the physical and psychological development of children and adolescents within the family. So our main aim will be to promote the physical and psychological development of children and the adolescents. These are all the objectives of maternal and child health program. So next will be the criteria of MCH. What are the criteria? What are the special rules? Or what are the special responsibility we need to be taken care? So what are the components we have seen? The same components will be similarly criteria. Improvement of maternal health, improvement of child health and family planning, school health maintenance, reduction of maternal, prenatal, infant and childhood mortality rate, promotion of reproductive health and promotion of physical and psychological development. So these are all the main criteria focus to be in care the MCH, both mother care and the children's care respective views. So moving on to this maternity care. What is maternity? What is maternity in the sense the mother? Mother who is in the period of, maternity is the period of woman during pregnancy and continues after childbirth. It's very simple. The woman who is become a period of conception to till the date of delivery is known as a maternity. After the childbirth, that is till the puerperium period, postnatal period. So maternity is a period. So from the conception in the sense where there is a fetus development takes place after the 40th day and 25th days. So from the 40th days of from the conception period to till after delivery is a period is called as maternity. So now we are going to see about this maternity cycle. How the maternity cycles will be falls. So mainly the maternity cycles falls in 5 strategies. The first one is fertilization. What is fertilization in the sense? Ovum and sperm will be unite together is known as a fertilization. So after the sexual intercourse and the few days, within 2 to 4 days of this period, fertilization takes place. So after this confirmation, implantation takes place. Nearly it is a 30 to 45 days for the confirmation of pregnancy or conception. So after the fertilization, the mother moves on to the antenatal period. Other name for antenatal period is a prenatal period, that is called as pregnancy period. So pregnancy from the first month to till the 9th month duration is called as a antenatal period. And followed by the antenatal period, mother will be receiving about intranatal period. What is intranatal period? In the sense, from the pain started, where the pain will be started, labor, delivery pain started, and the end of the moments of delivery of the baby or delivery of the placenta. It is the intranatal period. And postnatal period. What is a postnatal period? In the sense, after delivery of the baby till care of the mother and care of the fetus is majority 45 days of period or 1.5 months. That is a 6th week of period. And there is a interconceptional period. Interconceptional period in the sense maintaining a gap and space of conception of the first baby to the next baby. That's maintaining a spacing relation between the one baby to another baby. It is a interconceptional period. So this is about the maternity cycle. So we are going to discuss in detail. So MCH care. The MCH care will be mainly falls under the care of mother and care of baby. So first we will be going to discuss about care of mother. So the care of mothers will be falls on 3 levels. One is antenatal care, second one is a intranatal care, the third one is a postnatal care. What's the meaning of antenatal care? In the sense that you know that's antenatal care in the sense from the conception to till the labor pain starts. Delivery pain starting period is known as a antenatal care. Intranatal care. What is the intranatal care? In the sense when the two normal pain started till the placenta delivered is known as a intranatal period. And postnatal period. What is the postnatal period? In the sense after delivery of the placenta till the 45th days or the 6th week of postnatal care is known as a care of mother by the 3 aspect or 3 level. We are going to discuss one by one. First one is a antenatal care. As I said is what's the meaning of antenatal care? So we are discussing about a definition. So definition of antenatal care, it is a care of mothers during the conception period till the date of true delivery pain starts is known as a antenatal care or the prenatal care. So next I'll be moving about objectives of antenatal care. What are the objectives? What is our aim of antenatal care? How we are going to be taking care of antenatal mother? To promote and protect and maintain the health of the mother during pregnancy. First thing will be promotion. Second thing will be the protection. The third thing will be the maintaining of the healthy pregnancy by supporting the mother. Second thing will be to detect the high risk cases and special attention. So we are going to discuss what is high risk. Who are the person not able to deliver a normal delivery is known as a high risk pregnant mother. To detect the high risk cases and give a special attention care for them. And the third one is to foresee the complications and prevent them. It is not whoever is high risk, they have a many possibilities of complications. To you have to be enforced that what are the complications will be available, how to prevent that complication. Those aspects you have to be give a special care to this high risk mother. And to remove the anxiety and dread associated with the delivery. Every mother will have a fear of delivery, to deliver the safe to delivering a safe baby and healthy, so institutional care. So first priority will be alleviate or remove the anxiety and fear of delivery and reduce the maternal and infant mortality and morbidity rate, and to teach the mother elements of child care, nutritional, personal hygiene and environmental sanitation. This is related to health education. What is the aspect of you are going to give a health talk to the mother, and to sensitize the mother to need for a family planning. So you will be educate this what kind of family planning they need to be adopted, whether it is a temporary method or the permanent methods, and based on to the needs and based on to the desires, and you have to be focused on it. to attend the under 5 accompanying of the mothers, under 5 cares. So under 5 means that is below 5 years children's care accompanying needs also we have to be educated to the mother. So next we'll be moving about components of antenatal care. Components in the sense about the antenatal special care, what are the events will be there. So there are the 8 components will be the specifically will be there in antenatal care. First one is antenatal visit, second one is antenatal examination, third one is risk approach, that is called as high risk mother pregnant identification. The fourth one is prenatal advices, that is called as antenatal advices, and the fifth one is specific health protection, and the sixth one is mental preparation, the seventh one is family planning, the final one is pediatric component. So antenatal visit means is nothing. So normally the pregnant mother, how many visit definitely a mother has to undergo for the examination, what they will do it. Under the antenatal examination, what are the special precautional examination they will be done. That's risk approaches in the sense who are the people are prone to get for the abnormal delivery or high risk pregnancy, and prenatal advice about diet and nutrition and exercises, follow-up care also saying, and special health protection about immunization and special care, mental preparation about for the delivery, and the family planning for the methods which are available and which they wanted to be choose, and finally will be this pediatric components, care of immunization of the baby and care of the baby. So I will discuss about the first one is antenatal visits. So minimally antenatal visits, so minimum and maximum, the oldest report was 3, now it is a 4. So minimum one mother, working mother or normal mother has to go for the minimum of 4 visit, and normally there is a 13 visit for the entire pregnancy. So entire pregnancy, ideal visit and the minimum visit. Ideal visit, so from first month to till 7th month, monthly once. So once in a month, 7 times the mother has to undergo for the examination. And from the 8th month, there is a second visit will be a 8th month. 8th month will be every 15 days once. There is a monthly 2 times the mother has to undergo for the examination. Finally, the last 9th month, every weekly once the mother has to undergo for the antenatal checkup. So totally 13 visit mother has to be undergo for the during pregnancy period. In case of working women and who is far away from this area, they may not have the clinical attendance, so they have to go for compulsory 4 visit, that is called as first to 12th week, that is the first 3 months first visit, and from 14 to 26 weeks second visit, and 28th to 36th week, that is called as the third visit. Finally before the delivery another visit. There are 4 visit mother has to be go for the normal healthy pregnancy carry out care. It is antenatal services, that's what the antenatal visits. So far we have priorly we have discussed what are the antenatal ideal visit and what are the minimum visits. So it is a earlier report says that is, so mother has to undergo for the minimum of 3 visit and maximum of 12 visit, that was upgraded by 4 visits of minimum, and ideal will be the 13 things. So what is the duration which we have discussed. So what type of care they will be provided during the antenatal visit in the sense, mainly for this first visit, health history can be collected, physical examination can be done, all the laboratory examinations, stool examination, urine cultures, VDRL, STD test, everything can be done over. Subsequently, whenever every month will be going, no, so furtherly they will be proceeding about the physical examination and laboratory test, and there is iron and folic acid supplementation, immunization for the mother, that is a 2 doses of TT injection they will give, and a first after the conception pregnancy confirmed, so they will give a first dose, 1 month interval later on they will follow the second dose of TT injection, and there is a instruction for nutrition, how they have to follow the healthy balanced nutrition, family planning methods, if it is a second baby or third baby, self-care about during pregnancy period, and delivery and planning parenthood methods, and a home visiting by the female health worker and referral services. So this is about the antenatal visit and antenatal examination. Next will be the risk approach. The risk approach I will be given a slides, one more slides in down very detail. Just go through that. So risk approach in the sense, who are the women highly prone to get abnormal delivery, that is not normal delivery. It's the first one is elderly preemie. Elderly preemie in the sense mother beyond the 35 years of age who is become a first delivery or first pregnant, so they will become a elderly preemie. Malpresentation. Malpresentation in the sense normally there is a occiput part of head will be get delivered, and some baby will get delivered through buttocks or through shoulder, through forehead or through chin. So that's all will be the abnormal presentation, that is called as malpresentation. Antepartum hemorrhage. Antepartum hemorrhage in the sense bleeding through bleeding through vagina during pregnancy period. And preeclampsia. Preeclampsia in the sense that the mother will be prone to go for a fits due to the increased albumin level during a pregnancy period. Anemia. Twin baby in the fetus, and history of previous cesarean delivery, and general diseases like kidney diseases, diabetes, tuberculosis, and liver diseases. And the maintenance of record. Whenever the mother goes to the clinical, there is a must to have the record maintenance. So antenatal care is prepared by the first examination, include the registration number, identifying the data, previous health history, and main health events. Everything will be recorded so that the further visit can be easy and go through and that's. And a home visit. Home visit is one of the backbone of maternal child health care services. Home visit by the health worker as a female by the public health nurses. So this is about the high risk mother. High risk mother, which I stated earlier, elderly preemie, short stature, that is below 140 centimeters or 135 centimeters will be the short stature. Malpresentation, antepartum hemorrhage, preeclampsia and eclampsia, anemia, twins, hydromnias. Hydromnias in the sense it is amniotic fluid level will be either increases or either decreases. Both will be the abnormal, that is hydromnias. This all will be going to discuss in very detail into the third year community. Just for the highlighting, you can go through this. And previous stillbirth, intrauterine death, that is called as IUD. Elderly grand multipara. Elderly grand multipara in the sense many delivery in late age groups. And prolonged pregnancy. Pregnancy associated with the general diseases, cardiovascular diseases, kidney diseases, diabetes mellitus, tuberculosis. Treatment for infertility. 3 or more spontaneous consecutive abortion. So these peoples are high risk pregnancy, high risk mother for a pregnancy. So that's what we will be seeing about diet. So the diet is very important, that is called the prenatal advices. So we have to give more calorie and more protein, iron and calcium to taking care of both mother and the baby. So that is mainly. And personal hygiene. The personal hygiene will be the very precautions, the personal cleanliness, adequate rest and sleeps, and bowel eliminations, bladder eliminations, antenatal exercises, avoiding the bad habits such as smoking and alcohols, dental care, and sexual intercourse activities when there will be mainly restricted periods. And drugs are mostly seriously affect the fetus should be avoided. This very dangerous drug should be avoided, and the child's care will be classroom of the mothers. So this is about this antenatal care. What is antenatal care? It is, so far we have discussed about the antenatal care definition, objectives, components, all the special care. So next we will be moving about the intranatal care. What is intranatal care in the sense? It is the care of mother during the period of when the true or delivery pain starts till the delivery of placenta is known as a intranatal care. After the mother normal pain started, from the pain duration to till how many hours or how many days the mother will be continuing the pain is known as a intranatal care. So maximally the mother will have 12 to 14 hours of pain. Within the period the mother will deliver the fetus. So what is the care? So mainly intranatal care, it is an institutional care as where they will be conducting a delivery. They have to follow the proper care services. So here they have to follow the 5C procedure. 5C in the sense majorly 5 things will be there. Clean hand, clean surface, clean equipment, clean person, clean cord cutter. So like this many things will be there. We'll be going through in depth into the third year community health nursing. And skilled birth attendant, that means who is having a trained doys and trained personnel to conduct the delivery. Readiness to the deal complications during a delivery. The child as well as the mother may can go for the many complications. So the person who will be having experience can be well talented, can deal the mother complication and baby complication, and the special care for the newborn. So if it is necessary to give the baby is not taking a proper breathing, it's must to give the CPR, newborn CPR immediately, and they have to provide the incubatory care and to the ventilatory care also. So the talented skill should be there. So next we'll be moving about the postnatal care. The postnatal care in the sense it is the care of mother during the period of after delivery of the placenta till the puerperal period's end is known as a postnatal period. Duration of the postnatal period is a postnatal period's otherwise name is called as a puerperium. So the puerperium will be 45 days after delivery. From the date of delivery to till the 45 days, that is called as 1 and 6 week or 1.5 months period. So what are the care of postnatal mothers? So postnatal mothers, there is a mini 3-level care will be provided. First one is a physical examination. As we discussed already the physical examination in detail about the antenatal, whatever the physical examination we have carried out from the antenatal period, the same thing can be followed. Postnatal examination about the activities, level changes and body changes and curvature changes, everything can be monitored and recorded. And anemia, so the mother has been delivered as there has been loss of it as a blood loss will be there, how to compensate the levels, anemia. And the third one is a nutrition. So comparing to the antenatal period, the postnatal period, the mother is needed a more calorie and protein, iron and calcium for both the caring of mother and the caring of the fetus, that is newborn baby. So the mother has to take a more calcium and more calorie and more iron and to the protein level. And postnatal exercise, to maintain the body personality and body figurity, they have to maintain the postnatal exercise. And psychological problem, psychological care in the sense fear of ignorance, and there is a due to this area the mother was no one could not care that individual, everyone taking care of the children or no one caring of me, and there is a fear of ignorance will be there. And timidity and insecurity of the baby, they will not able to see that, and the physical changes, characters and mental changes will be appearances. And support of husbands, they will be lacking of the support of husband, they will be expecting a more care during this period. And the social care will be woman can do have the baby and creating a family atmosphere to be an arrival of the baby and taking care of the baby. So this is about the postnatal care. So far we have discussed about care of mother, so antenatal care, intranatal care and postnatal care. So next we'll be moving about the children care, the childhood care. So you know the stages of childhood period. So first one is a newborn. So newborn will be 0 to 28 days, and second will be the infancy, it is up to 1 year. Preschool, that is 1 to 4 years. School age 5 to 14 years. Preschool and toddler togetherly, toddler and preschooler, that is 1 to 4 year. School age 5 to 14 years. So it is that infancy will be neonatal period and post-neonatal period. First 28 days of life and latter of this area. So that we can be seen. So how we are going to care the baby now? So what was our objectives? That is a neonatal care and the objectives. Establishment and maintenance of cardiorespiratory function, maintenance of body temperature, avoidance of infection of the baby, establishing the satisfactory feeding regimen, that is a exclusive breastfeeding technique, early detection and treatment of congenital and acquired diseases. Congenital in the sense from the birth itself the baby will be carrying a certain kind of diseases is known as a congenital diseases. Acquired in the sense suddenly without any evidence the diseases can happen any age at any time is known as a acquired. So mainly our objectives and aim to be notify, this is the thing. And next will be this main thing is element of child health care services. We need to focus about the GOBI and 3F. What is GOBI? And is the G stand for growth monitoring. That means we have to monitor the growth chart. And O stand for oral dehydration. That is the children are prone to get the diarrhea. So they have to take its proper oral dehydrative measures. And B stands for breastfeeding. It is a exclusive, that is only breast milk can be initiated. I stands for immunization. This is called as GOBI. The GOBI and 3F, which will be imposed by WHO, that is World Health Organization, as well as UNICEF, to be taking care of the baby care at children's. And 3F, the first F stands for female education, that is female literacy. Second F stands for food supplementation. The final F stands for family planning. This is about the importance of child care into this GOBI according to the International Agency of WHO as well as UNICEF. So Bangladesh has been achieved about the complete MCH care services. So that's how they will successfully achieved this MCH in the sense by following the 6 steps. First one is a proper immunization, following the proper family planning technique, proper nutritional supplementation, following the national oral dehydration solution, finally increasing the public expenditures of the health care. So they were achieving the MCH care as a success in the past 30 years. So that's what they'll say is about the statements researches. So it's the problems of the children's, that is a major childhood problem. What are the major childhood problem in the sense? First one is a low birth weight baby, LBW, low birth weight baby. Second one is a malnutrition. The third one is a infection and parasitosis, that is called as worm infestation. And there's accident and poisoning, home accidents or poisoning will be the major. And after a growing period there will be a behavioral problems. These are all the problems are focused and faced by the children during the developmental period. So high-risk babies. Who are high-risk babies? So what are the criteria of babies? So high-risk babies in the sense they were not normal, they were abnormal. So how to detect that is? So birth weight less than 2.5 kg. Twin babies, birth order 5 or more, that is a mother who's given as a 5th childbirth or 6th childbirth will be the birth order. Artificial feeding in the sense mother is not giving the normal breast milk, they'll be going for as a cow milk or bottle feeding. So that is artificial feeding. Weight of baby below 70% of expected weight will be that is a 3 kg or 2.5 kgs. So below of the 70% in the sense 1.8 or 1.9 or 2.2 is called as a 70%. Children with protein energy malnutrition and diarrhea and working mother with a single parents or failure of gaining weight during the successive month period. So this first will be the care of a newborn baby. So care of newborn baby is mainly assessed by the ABGAR score assessment. ABGAR, ABGAR, 5 standard assessment. So the first one is A for activity, we need to observe the activity, and B for pulse rate examination, and G for grimace, that is a reflexes activity, A for appearance, R for respiration. So every in the standards it indicate 2 is a normal point. If the child is having a 10, it is a healthy baby. So based on the score level, we will be saying this baby will be a severely resuscitated as severely depressed, and the baby is needed the arrested care. A for activity, 0 points. There is no activity, is absent, is 0, and flexed arms and legs, both extremities are both extremities are flexed or less in the sense 0.1, and there is active, baby will be very active in the sense 2 point. Pulse rate, absence of pulse indicate 0 point. Pulse rate below 100 it indicate is 1 point. Pulse rate is above 100 is a 2 point. Grimace in the sense reflexes, flappy, it's a slow, and this area it is a 0. Minimum response to the stimulants, while a pinching, while a touching, the baby is showing the body activities will be a 0.1. So normal response and easy stimulation is a 2 points. Appearance, the baby will be blue and pale color in the sense 0 point. Body will be pink and blue, extremities will be blue in the sense 1 mark, and there is a entire baby will be a pink color, is a 2 point. The respiratory rate, it is the absence of respiration is 0. and there is a slow and irregular respiration indicate 1 point, vigorous cry, healthy cry and loud cry it is indicated 2 points. So the score says that below 0 to 3 it is a severely arrested, that is a respiratory arrested baby. It is a 4 to 5 in the sense mildly arrested, and there is a 7 to 10 is no arrested, it's normal thing, it's a normal score will be 10. By deducting this ABGAS score only we'll be doing this. So ABGAS score, when we can do the things immediately after 1 minute of baby birth, and after the 5 minutes interval they'll be checking about the ABGAS score assessment. And assessing of the neonate. How to assess the neonate in the sense low birth weight baby can be assessed. What's the meaning of low birth weight in the sense below 2500 grams, that is 5 points. It's a preterm. What's a preterm? Mostly the baby will be born below 38 weeks of baby, 38 weeks, actually it is a 39 will be after, it's 42 weeks will be there. So baby will be below 8 months will be getting delivery, is called as a low preterm baby. Risk will be majority the respiratory distress syndrome, that's what we can say about the respiratory arrest. What is the intervention can be given for that in the sense adequate parental education, that is a parent's education, and support to reduce the risk of complication can be given. So next I will be continuing about a new topic, it is under 5 clinics. Under 5 clinic in the sense special care for under 5 children. So it is a clinic is a center where the preventive, promotive, curative and referral and educational services are provided in a package manner to under 5 children in the one roof or one area is known as a under 5 clinic. What's the goal of under 5 clinic in the sense? To overall goal for under 5 clinic is to provide a comprehensive health care for young children into the specialized facilities known as a under 5 clinics. And there is a symbol. What's the symbol of under 5 clinic in the sense? It is a triangle. I will show you the symbol in next slides. So this is called as a under 5 clinic symbols. It is a triangle symbols. So thus we can see the triangle symbol and inverted triangle symbol. Inverted triangle symbol will be the family planning and normal triangle symbol will be the under 5 clinic. So I am going to explain each and everything is one by one. So aims and objectives based on the under 5 clinic symbols only. The first one is care in illness. What is care in illness in the sense? So during the children's illness period, how will be carrying the baby? So children are treated for acute and chronic illness, and normal alignments or minor alignments of growth and development of this clinic will be recorded. Here nurse can play an important role in taking care of sick children. This is about this care of illness. Second will be growth monitoring. Growth monitoring in the sense we need to record the growth chart of the baby. Growth monitoring is otherwise called as road to health chart or health card. So it is every month up to 1 year we need to record the height and weight of the baby, and second month up to is every 2 months once and up to 2 years, every 3 months once up to 5 years they need to maintain the growth chart. That means till 6 years the growth chart should be recorded to notify about the protein energy malnutrition, to know about other abnormalities. And preventive care. What is a preventive care in the sense? Mainly timingly doing the physical examination of the children, proper immunization schedule for the baby, and nutritional care and oral rehydration therapy. These are all the main 3 things will be under 5 clinics. It's followed by the family planning. So inverted triangle symbol you are seen into this inside the under 5 clinic. So it's a family planning. So family planning, it is a central to any program directed towards women and children. The mothers are more receptive to the family planning during early puerperium and lactation. So the mother